Why do you think people rely on generating their own leads, or actually a little bit reinventing the wheel, if you like? Because I know a lot of companies have marketing departments, especially when they are young, and they also have to keep an eye on the cash flow. But what's stopping them from outsourcing such services to companies such as yours?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, I think it's important to mention that not all companies have a business model that needs, outsourcing lead generation, but most of them do. From what we've noticed in our experience in talking to companies, especially in the technology area, many of them don't actually know they have this alternative. They don't know specifically such services exist. And even if they know, they're kind of reluctant of outsourcing what they think is a critical process for them to an external provider, because it requires a lot of, alignment and trust, making sure that who generates the leads and who takes over the pre-sales cycle, after all, understands them and their service and their their target market and how to present them on the market. That's why, for instance, in our case, this is kind of one of the reasons we specialized in technology, because we said, hey, we know this industry, we know these people, we have a lot of background, and you can only be good at one thing, or one particular area. We have a kind of a consultative approach, like before we start, doing lead generation, because the actual process is kind of already proven. There's a lot of automation nowadays, and what works and what doesn't on LinkedIn and on what other channels. But the key is that initial learning factor when our people need to join our customers' team and have a knowledge transfer, process where they understand who their target market is, what is their tone of voice, what type of messages can they build based on that, on their positioning, on their differentiators. So I think that this is where the challenge is. They need to find that partner that they can trust, in order to take over ultimately their image on the market. So that's maybe what stops most of them.